There's dirt on my hand.
Hello, YouTube! Boss Rino, welcome to my channel. Titira tayo, The Darkest Secret. Tama ba? Tama, The Darkest Secret. So bago ang lahat, yan ang aking second channel, 1 Meal a Day by Boss Rino. At dyan ako mag-upload ng mga pagkain. So nakikita nyo to, meron tayong cup, Boss Rino Cup, sa Shopee at sa TikTok. At syempre, Boss Rino Coffee. Sa Shopee at sa TikTok kayo makakabili niya. Search nyo lang ay Boss Rino Coffee. So pamagat dito, ay 10 horror videos that will make you bro faro. Di ko alam naman ang Tagalog dyan. Di ko mga English na yan. Pero lima lang ang titirahin ko dito hanggang top 5, hanggang top 6 lang kasi medyo mahaba. Kaya ito, wag natin patagalin. Tirahin na natin ito bago patirahin ng iba.
Secret. Freaking Zoe, as our subscriber calls himself, says he has come across a shocking video while browsing his social networks. The image you are seeing corresponds to another night where this group of friends were exercising on the public machines of the playground in their neighborhood, a routine activity that night would be abruptly interrupted when in the background a mysterious man began to observe them from afar.
Ayun, panlakas. Ano yan? Creepy nun ah. Ay, bading to. Oo, piling ko bading yan.
Although at first, some of them noticed the presence of this subject, they did not give it much importance and continued with their activity. However, for some reason, the man is still interested in what they were doing, even changing locations. But the most incredible thing happens when one of them begins to be pulled by something invisible to the eye.
Ba't gano'n? Itim na itim siya, no? Ay, mamacho nyo. Ay, oy, 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 oy! Boom, boom, boom. Oh, shit, ano yun? Wala, ano yun? Ah, ano yun? Ano nangyari doon sa nakahubad? Ay! Ay! Uy, gago! Legit to! Ay! Ay! Sabay umalis yung ano, oh. Sabay umalis yung nakaitim, oh. Eh, dapat nga hindi siya aalis, eh, di ba? Tama, nakita niya. Tingnan nyo ha, ito yung nakaitim. Nakita niya kung ano nangyari dito. Dapat, nung nakita niya to, hindi siya aalis dyan, makukurious siya eh, pero umalis siya eh.
Did you notice that as soon as he starts to be pulled, the man walks away, as if he had been responsible? On social networks, some believe that this is far from something paranormal. That it has nothing to do with ghosts, demons, or things like that, but rather related to possible psychic powers that this man perhaps possessed. Powers that the camera caught him carrying out. Could it be this way? Why would he have been so interested in one of them? Without a doubt, a very disturbing footage.
Ay, creepy to, galing. Number 10.
We begin our collection with a surprising clip that Mariana Ramos published on her TikTok account. She relates that it was in the middle of a Eucharist when among all the attendees, someone caught her father's attention.
Pag nakakita ko ng ganito sa simbahan, medyo nakikripihan ako. Ito, no? Lalo sa gabi.
He was recording. Someone in the audience who looked noticeably different from the rest, and not because of his attire, but because of his appearance. Watch the video and tell me if you would notice him too.
Hoy, merong ano, yun o, sabi ko na eh, panot eh. Creepy?
The first impression is that
Unang nakita ko kasi siya, panot siya. Kala ko si Bal.
this person is wearing a mask. However, in the comments, they say that it is impossible for him to wear something without attracting the attention of anyone around him. Something that was later confirmed by the attendees,
Kala ko nga
who
madre.
were surprised to see the replay, ensuring that at no time did they notice the presence of this being. But perhaps the most surprising fact was published by Mariana herself, and she claims that that face is identical to that of a chaplain who served there, but who unfortunately died a few years ago. Could it be the spirit of that chaplain that we see in the image? Or just a person with marked
Creepy, no?
features?
Creepy.
As always, you are the judge.
Ang creepy.
Number 9.
Number 9. Kala ko talaga si Bal eh. Panot kasi.
At this point, do you still deny the mystery of UFOs? Do you still think that these are errors or setups? I ask you because at the present time, it is more than
Dahito mga to ah. Walang ka-abs-ab, walang ka ano, taba-taba ah.
an open secret. For ufologists, extraterrestrial beings exist and could have arrived here. The images that you will see now are one more example of that ancient unknown phenomena that occurs in our skies.
Ano yan? Anong meron? Yung isang parang between ang bilis ang bilis umandar. Anong meron?
These videos were uploaded by the YouTube channel Mountain Beast Mysteries, and the video is called The Beings from Beyond, 2023 UFO documentary, a documentary that shows the case of this boy, while trying to record the stars, began to capture all of these strange objects. What are those? Some see them as similar to fish due to the synchronized way in which they move. However, it is unlikely that these are organic entities, especially taking into account that statements given by the ufologists themselves, who affirm that these things did not reflect the light of other objects, but on the contrary, emitted their own light. Are you still quite
Bilis oh.
skeptical that races millions of years more advanced than us are here and studying us? Just think about the Drake equation. Although this mathematical formula is not 100% accepted, when you adjust it, the most pessimistic number shows at least 75,000 races as advanced as us in the observable universe. Considering that we know that there are at least 2 trillion galaxies like the Milky Way out there, each with millions of solar systems and several hundred thousands with planets identical to Earth, the chances of another 75,000 civilizations existing is quite pessimistic.
No?
So yes, the probability that
Ito kumpul-kumpul na to.
a couple dozen races could visit us is absurdly high. And the evidence? You can see it at night, simply by looking into space. Number 8.
Pero naniniwala ba, meron mga nagsasabi na na hindi daw totoo ang NASA, na wala daw talagang galaxy. 'Di ba? Tapos yung mga satellite na sinasabi nila, meron ko napanood, yung sa mga satellite na sinasabi nila, hindi daw totoo 'yon. Oo, parang niloloko lang daw tayo ng NASA. Pero hindi ko alam pero alam niyo naman ng tao, talagang maraming pinaniwala na sa atin dati pa eh. Kayo na lang bahala.
8. Wolfrano Aldair is a subscriber who claims to have taken from the depth of his hard drive a strange sequence that he captured a few years ago. when he and his cousin decided to go out to tour the pantheon located on the outskirts of their city. What you are seeing on the screen is the recording they made in a cemetery. They went home thinking they hadn't caught anything until they watched
Ito,
it in
sementeryo.
slow motion.
Ano meron? Uy, may naglakad doon, no? Oo nga, no? Hindi talaga... Hindi mo mapapansin, kung hindi mo talaga tititigan,
Wolfrano says that what is seen at the top of the image corresponds to a dog. However, he does not know where it comes from, since on the side in question there is a metal fence that was not broken, making it impossible for any animal to pass through it. Now, does this seem like a dog to you? Wolfrano,
Parang sa ibabaw ng nicho.
you.
Oo, yun, no? Ewan ko kung kita nyo, pero...
Wolfrano also tells us that for a long time, this place has been occupied by decriminalized people who abandon their pets when they are sick. Could it be that they captured the spirit of one of these poor animals? Without a doubt, the footage leaves a lot to think about. Number 7.
Yung mga gantong video, yan yung hindi talaga pineke. Alam niyo kung bakit? Kasi hindi nila, di ba doon nakita sa taas, hindi nila tinututok yung camera doon. Diba? Muntik na nga natin hindi makita Muntik na mawala sa camera So, ito talaga yung mga legit na video na, kasi yung iba kasi ang ginagawa. Halimbawa, dito lalabas yung multo. Itututok nila dyan Oo, itututok nila dyan yan. Ito hindi, talagang halos hindi na natin makita Ewan ko nga nakita nyo Pero ako nakita ko naman.
7. The following footage was taken from what appears to be a military camp, where one of the recruits appeared to have fallen into some sort of trance while sleeping. This situation, from what can be seen in the images, seems to have been occurring for a few days, but it has never reached the extreme of what you're going to see now. Pay attention.
¡Apaguen la luz! ¡Apaguen la luz! ¡Apaguen la luz!
No deje que se lo lleve, no deje que se lo lleve, no deje que se lo lleve.
Ano meron?
Subilo, subilo.
Ano meron? Uy, May umihila, may umihila.
¡Suéltalo ya! ¡Déjalo!
May
What
umihila.
would you do if you witnessed this? It's as if a force wanted to remove him from the place to take him somewhere else, which is clearly disconcerting to the entire group who do not know how to react to what they are witnessing. Why was the man in that state of trance? Could it be that he fell into a kind of demonic possession?
Oh, may umihila.
How will the situation end? Unfortunately, this information is not available. Number 6.
Ang bilis, number 6 na kagad. Merong isang mahaba dito. Tutuloy ko na to.
From Mexico City, Alex, a loyal subscriber, says that it is becoming too difficult to get up every morning to go to work, since in his own words, the place is haunted. Obviously, when you come across with things like this,
Okay, may nahulog. Okay, gumalaw. Yay! Gago ka, kala ko magugulat ako.
The recordings are incredible, and their explanation is illogical. In the first, it mentions that the premises are closed and there are no drafts, so the falling of the blue post-it notes cannot be attributed to that.
Ano yun,
As for
bata?
the second recording, they say that on more than one occasion they have heard footsteps and murmurs like those of a woman, but that until now they had not seen anything more specific. However, the most shocking thing was the testimony of a security guard who works there, who claims to have come face to face with this entity, a being similar to a girl, describing her as having a bony, pale face and with really creepy features.
Creepy, oh.
Horrifying as seen in the image. Could it be that this entity is trying to take over this place? Alex doesn't want to find out and says he wants to change jobs as soon as possible. Something that from the image becomes quite understandable. What would you do if you came face to face with a being like that? Comment below